Let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got horror cheerleader, punk jock, Mia goth wave glam, champion elsewhere value exponent, gone metal advocate absent. Some weird words today. I mean, I saw cheerleader and jock and goth. Are these like high school cliques? Glam maybe? I don't know what else. Metal? Not really. Okay, we've got song genres as well. Punk, new wave is a genre. Metal, punk and metal for sure. MIA is missing in action. Gone. Okay. MIA gone absent. This seems like a category. What's the 4th one though? Then I'm seeing advocate champion. Ooh, maybe this gets split up, like the cheerleader goth glam. Because I'm thinking advocate champion and cheerleader might go together. Ooh, we've got some overlapping stuff here. But MIA gone absent. There's got to be a 4th one that just means missing. Why can't I find it? Exponent's weird, by the way. I don't know what exponent goes with. Value and exponent? I'm not sure what to try to lock in. Elsewhere? Okay, elsewhere could be it. Where are they? They're MIA, they're gone, they're elsewhere, they're absent. They're not here. Not present. There we go. Okay, that was the yellow. I mean, we do still have cheerleader, goth, glam, and jock, but we also have advocate, cheerleader, and champion. What would be the 4th for like being on someone's side? I'm not seeing that. So would that be the red herring? What's the red herring here for cheerleader? What's the red herring? Maybe I'll look at other things. We've got metal and punk. Goth is kind of a music genre, isn't it? Also. So maybe it's punk, metal, goth, and glam for music. I'm going to go with that. Yes. Rock genres. Okay. Champion, cheerleader, advocate. We've got horror, wave, value, exponent, jock. I've heard the term like jockeying for position, but that's kind of like being like bullying, right? Like throwing your weight around. That's not really the same as these. Or I don't see how horror or wave or value exponent works. Am I wrong about this category, or does jock belong with it for some reason? I don't know what exponent, value, wave, and horror would be anyway. So I think I need to think about this a little bit more. For wave, I thought of new wave because I was thinking about music, but I don't think that's actually what it is. Exponent. I mean, that other than the math term, it's just a math term, right? If it was exponential, I could see that being a fill in the blank, but just exponent feels strange as like a fill in the blank. Related to power, maybe? I don't see how that works. I have noticed that this can be advocate or advocate, depending on if we want it to be a noun or a verb. I was saying it as a noun because champion can also be a verb, but it can be a noun, and then cheerleader is only a noun. It would be cheerlead to verb. To verb. Hey, it makes sense. Horror is a genre of movies and genre of, in general, of books and movies and TV shows and all that stuff. So what are we putting that with? Little House of blank. Cheerleader and jock feel like they could go together, but I think that was definitely our red herring with punk and goth. So do we split them up? Okay, my only thought still is that these 4 somehow go together. I like these 3, champion, cheerleader, advocate. I've never heard jock to mean like to be on someone's side, to represent them, but let's just try it. No, see, that was one away. See, that was my worry. At least I know it's one away, so I think it is these 3. Maybe value. See, then we're verbing. Exponent? I'm going to try value. Wow. Still one away though. It's not jock, it's not value. So jock and value go together? Maybe I can think about that. I mean, there is, of course, the possibility that jock and value go with champion, cheerleader, advocate, like it's 2 and 2. I don't know which two. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think it's more likely that value and jock are the purple. See, proponent would make sense. Exponent doesn't make sense to me. But maybe I should try it anyway. I'm going to look up exponent after this to see if it has some other definition that I don't know. Because I've heard proponent, but exponent I have not heard. Okay, horror, wave, value, jock. Can I figure this out? Because I've been thinking about it. Jock strap? I don't know. Like, what? I don't think... How can it be a fill in the blank? Yeah, I have no clue. Let's just see what it is. Shock blank. What's shock horror? I've not heard that term. Shock jock. Okay, shock jock is like a DJ, right? A radio DJ who, for talk radio. Shock value. I don't think I've heard shock value either. Shock wave I have heard. Shock value. Shock horror. Shock jock. I could never have come up with that because like horror and value, I would never think to put shock before. Shock wave, sure. Shock jock, after hearing it, it rings a bell. Wow. Okay, I was going to look up exponent as well. Let's do that. All right, the first definition is a person who believes in and promotes the truth or benefits of an idea or theory, an early exponent of the teachings of Thomas Aquinas. I have never heard it used that way. I've only ever heard it in the mathematical sense, but I guess it is a definition of it. And today I learned. All right. Let me guess at the difficulty. I think that this was pretty hard. There were some pretty bad red herrings here. The shock blank is really feels almost crucial. The definition of exponent feels rare. I'm going to give this a 3.5. I'm thinking they're probably lower, but I'm going to say 3.5. Ooh, they gave it a 3.9. Wow. I think that's the highest I've seen. I don't know that I've ever seen it 4 or higher. Yeah, this one was really hard. So I mean, my 3.5 was actually being generous to the difficulty. All right. Yeah, this one was tough. It involved a lot of different things to make it difficult. It involved overlapping categories that you had to pull apart and at least one word, just exponent, that has a definition beyond what we would normally think, at least for me. I'm sure there's viewers of mine with larger vocabularies than me, and you knew that. And then, yeah, I don't know what the shock blank is. Just who's getting that? If you got that, I'm impressed. Like, maybe you can explain to me what half of those things are. So anyway, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Friday, August 9th. Let's go. Move like a kangaroo, hop. Purple soda flavor, grape. Bird used for sending messages on House of the Dragon, raven. Oak tree to be, an acorn. What half-life measures in nuclear physics? It's the radioactive decay. Nice. All the acrosses, 22 seconds. Okay. Let's look at the downs because I didn't get to read them. Pandemonium is havoc. Performance for a prima donna is opera. Take a penny, leave a penny. Okay. Motorboard wearer is a grad. The motorboard, is that the graduation cap? And then a dash is a short one, a race. Okay, these two are tough, I think. But the across is, yeah, I mean, I knew that half-life was radioactive decay, but I feel like most people will use the downs for that. Maybe? I don't know. Am I misjudging how common that knowledge is? Let me know how you did. Let's do strands for August 9th. Today's theme is back to nature. Ooh, do I see zebra? No. Back to nature with a Z here is really interesting. Back to nature. Why is it back to nature? Let's look around the edges. I mean, I want to do something with this Z. That doesn't count. I accidentally clicked. ZE, ZEA, ZA. I see Zag, but I don't know what to do with Zag. There's definitely not zebra here. Could it be like graze? Okay, let me think about it. If this was graze, which I think makes sense, like, are these ways animals consume? Like, do we have hunt? I'm not sure. Graze makes some sense. Or is it gazelle? It's not gazelle. So is this like food? I may not be able to get a perfect on this. I'm not quite understanding it. So I want this to be sourdough, but it's not here. Sourdough. Our something, sour something. I don't know where our spanogram is. All right, I'm going to see if graze is a word. I've given up on finding the spanogram first. It's not even graze. Okay. I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, I could have realized it wasn't graze because there's two ways to make it. Darn it. Forage. Wait, so why isn't it graze? Eat? Eats? Oh, I'm confused because I found forage. Why wouldn't graze be it? What are we doing? Okay, let's come back to that. What are other words for finding food? Is that what we're doing? Okay, forage, graze, hunt, stalk. Do we have stalk? I thought maybe we did because I saw the SDK, but we don't. I'm not sure. What are we going for here? I'm looking at this Y. I'm trying to use it. Oh, fish. Fish? Yeah. What else are we doing to find food? I wonder if graze is part of the spanogram or something. We still have to distinguish which A to use, which is a problem. So maybe we have to do like a loop. I'm still not sure. Okay, I'll come back to that. Wimp. Swim. Okay. Maybe it's not all about eating. Maybe we're talking about like camp. Ooh, camp. Camping. Okay. So this is what people do, not animals. Makes sense. Back to nature. So what else do we do when we camp? We make a fire. Campfire. This could have been campfire. Watch. Watch by. What would this be? I like this atch ending, but what are we doing here? Is this our spanogram? Steak? Hike? Do we have hike? We do. I think we have hike. Yeah, there's hike. Now I really want to do graze. Eats. I already looked for that one. Gray. I have to use the A as well if I'm going to do graze. I have to use both A's. Graze something. I feel like our spanogram has to go kind of like this at this point. STU maybe? STOU even? Stud. Stud or Z. Sour. Does the ST go up somehow? Right, we have to go left to right because the bottom is filled. What else do you do when you camp? When you go to nature? You... Nothing to do with building a campfire? S'mores? I don't know. Sing songs? Tell stories? What are naturey things? I said hike already. There's no... We got hike, yeah. Canoe. We already have swim and fish, though. Like, I don't see hunt. Catch? No catch. Okay, I see outdoors. Outdoors. Outdoorsy. Okay. So this is a word up here, and this is a word here. Bird watch. There we go. I knew watch had something to do with it. What is going on here? Grazats. What is this actually? I feel like we got to end in like ATS or ETS, but because otherwise it's like ST. Oh, stargaze. Stargaze. Okay. That was a bit tough. Didn't have to use a hint, but yeah, I mean outdoorsy. Okay, so what are we doing outdoors? We're stargazing, we're hiking, we're foraging, bird watching, swimming, fishing, and camping. Interesting. All right, well, how'd you do?